Hi, everybody. Welcome back to HeiQ's Brand Room, and thank you for joining today's session. So basically, I'm Musa Raibin. I take care of South Asia for HeiQ, and today I'll be joined by a distinguished guest from one of our partners in Bangladesh. I'll hand it over to him to do a quick introduction.
Hi, my name is Hasib. I represent a company called APS from Bangladesh. We are a knitwear manufacturer. I would like to thank HeiQ and HeiQ team for giving me the opportunity to present our sustainability initiative in this auspicious, gathering from the different auspicious gathering from the different part of the world. Thank you, Musa, for inviting me here.
Thank you, Hasib. So let's just jump in straight away to our discussion. I'm just going to share my screen. Yeah. So basically, you told me you're from APS, Hasib.
Yeah.
So just touch on what APS does and basically focus on what are the sustainable initiatives that you have pioneered in Bangladesh.
Well, actually, APS is a knitwear manufacturer. As I have mentioned earlier, we procure yarn normally from the market and we process them to fabric, and we use fabric for making garment. Now, wet processing or making fabric, wet processing is a major part where we consume a lot of water, we consume a lot of energy to dye the fabric. Earlier, people used to consume like 150 to 200 liters of water for processing 1 kilo of fabric. So if you're just looking into a basic t-shirt, 10 years back, for a basic t-shirt used to consume 2 kilos of fabric. Means for making each t-shirt, we would be consuming around 20 to 25 liters of water. So that was a lot of water that we were collecting from the earth, destroying them. So in the current era, during the time of during last 20 years, there has been a lot of development, lot of achievement in the wet processing area. But still, the average consumption of water in different dye houses around the world is around like 50 to 100 liters, especially in Bangladesh. Most of the factories are consuming around 50 to 100 liters of water. So at a given point of time, we thought that what can be done, what can we do to improve the situation, how we can reduce water consumption. So we come up with a strategy that managing dye house towards zero. This was our vision. So we start working with the machine. We looking into the machine that how we can improve the liquor ratio in the machine, how we can improve reduce the number of bath, like for pre-treatment, for dyeing, for washing, how we can reduce them. Then how we can use the machine efficiently. Like say for an example, if 1,000 kilo capacity machine, if we put 600, 500 or 700 kgs of fabric, means we are wasting capacity. So machines are underutilized. We thought that how we can optimally use the capacity of a machine, not only by, how we can, during the process, we lost a lot of heat. We, during the time of cooling down the machine, it's called like, if you look into our slides, you can see that 100% reuse of cooling water and condensate. Like this, we could save a lot of water. Now, say for an example, at our factory premise, if you look into this slide, you can see that we are processing around 30,000 kilos of fabric each day, and we are consuming 7,73,145 liters of water. That's a lot of water. Through the enhancement of our process, now we can process light color fabric with 15 liters of water, dark color fabric within 23 liters of water. Since we have some old machine that we cannot throw away, like the machine that we bought 10 years back, 12 years back, we're still using them. Those kind of machines are still consuming a little more water, but the average water consumption at our factory premise today is like 24.9 liters of water for each kilo of fabric, which is much lower. Few years back, we used to consume 70 liters of water. So if you just looking into the total savings of water that we are saving is around 420 million liters of water per year, which is around 168 Olympic size pool. That's a lot of water. How we have done it, you can have a look into the presentation slides and you will see the process how we have done it. For dyes chemical savings, like we are saving around, we used to consume 560 grams of dyes chemical every year for each kilo of fabric. But now we have, with our enhanced process, we are consuming only 387 liters of 387 grams of dyes and chemicals, which is a lot of savings. And this is giving us like around 16,66,267 kilos of dyes and chemical, which is equivalent to 57 million. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Like
641,220 taka. Wow.
Yeah, no. That's 5.7 crore, 64 lakh, which is around 57 million, 5.7 million euro as of at the current. That's a lot of money. And then from the utility side, we are saving another 3.5 million euro at the current calculation. So that's a lot of money we are saving. Apart from that, for last few years, we are harvesting water from the rain. We have a big area from where we can collect rainwater. And you know that Bangladesh being a tropical country, we have 3-4 months.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we are saving almost like 250,000 liters of water every day, which is around 23,750 cubic meter of water each year. So you can see there is a video attached here in the presentation. You can have a look. During the rainy season, we are collecting a lot of water.
Okay. Yeah, we'll play that later, I think.
Yeah.
Just to
and apart from that, during the COVID-19, I mean, we thought that, you know, the surgical mask and other kind of mask, these are produced mainly Melbourne polyester fiber or fabric, which was you know, creating a lot of mass, lot of wastage. So we thought of coming up with a mask that is biodegradable. People can wash them, people can reuse them, and if they throw them within 3 months' time, it's going to be a compost fertilizer. So we thought of coming up with a fabric mask, mostly cellulosic fabric. We use 100% cotton as well as viscose elastin fabric for making this mask, where HeiQ come up as our partner, providing their solution for HeiQ Pure as antimicrobial stuff, and HeiQ ViroBlock for, you know, antiviral, which is proven to be effective against SARS-CoV-2. So it was a great initiative during this time of pandemic, and we are really happy partnering with HeiQ for developing this to helping humanity, especially in a poor country like Bangladesh.
Very good, very interesting. I just want to quickly jump back to the to your rainwater collection initiative. So when did you sort of start this, and what was your inspiration behind coming up with this kind of a solution?
Basically, it was part of our initiative from where we wanted to look into the sustainability. I mean, as I have mentioned earlier, that we were trying to come up with solution from where we can save a lot of water. Then we thought, since Bangladesh is a heavily, you know, it's a tropical country, we have 3 to 4 months time where we have a lot of rain. Since it's a dye house, we have lots of roof area from where we thought of collecting rainwater. So, and it's been 3 to 4 years at least. We are collecting rainwater and we are using them for wet processing. And the water is in some cases, it is much better, because normally the rainwaters has got less minerals. So treating them is most of the cases much easier for wet processing.
True. So it would be something that could, in theory, be implemented across all the dye houses in Bangladesh, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are absolutely right. Actually, the moment people came to know that we are doing it, I can tell you there are many factories who have started, you know, following this I mean, they have started practicing. There are some big companies, there are some small companies who has started collecting, rainwaters. Still, there is a room for further growth, but yes, we were able to attract some of the manufacturers who are collecting rainwater for, rainwater harvesting for wet processing.
Very good. So again, jumping back a few slides on the water saving. So this is also something where HeiQ has pioneered innovation in terms of water saving. Just like you are a bit more proactive in understanding and in trying to work around what you have right now in terms of machinery, as well as putting in new innovations in place. So we have a solution called HeiQ Clean Tech, where it's more of a plug and play solution for maybe processors and mill dye houses where they cannot go to a more extreme in terms of sustainability, in terms of water saving. That's where HeiQ Clean Tech comes in, where we can replace your current leveling and dispersing agent with the HeiQ Clean Tech solution, and that helps to again reduce water usage during the polyester dyeing process, which is again another very water intensive process. Just quickly coming back to your masks. So how is the response been to your masks, Hasib? I know that working with you, there has been multiple inquiries from across the world for your masks. So I know that, but how's the response in general to your solution?
I mean, to be very honest with you, in Bangladesh market, this kind of, the moment we have started our journey, there are many other companies who have started producing the similar kind of mask as well. Mm-hmm. I can tell you right at this moment, almost like 40 to 45% of the total market is covered by this kind of reusable mask here in Bangladesh. So there was a point of time when people used to, buy all the surgical mask or KN95 or N95 mask. But since this sort of mask has started getting into the market, at least 35 to 40% market has been already covered by this kind of reusable mask.
Very good, very good. And again, jumping to in general to your sustainability initiatives, it seems like this is more of a business-driven solution rather than something that you do in order to gain some publicity or just to show that you are in the sustainability movement. So I'm assuming that you get a lot of pressure to still make the business profitable while trying to maintain your sustainability. Is that something that goes hand in hand, or is that a big challenge for you?
Well, the thing is that, to be very honest with you, sometimes it is challenging. But I personally think that in order to survive in an industry, we need to look into the sustainability areas. So yes, whenever you try to implement something new, there is challenges, no doubt about it. But end of the day, unless and until, we need to keep the world the way it is for our future generation. And if there is a cost for it, we need to, bear that.
Definitely.
Yes. Sometimes market is not ready to pay you the right price, but we still need to work on that to get the right price. Simple. There is no other alternative of sustainability. And no matter what, we will have to act accordingly.
Correct. Just staying on the same line of thought here. So in terms of a traditional upcharge on a fabric, and then let's say an upcharge that comes from your dyeing facility, if I'm a brand and I come to you and say, is that upcharge very drastically different? And is it put in a way where it's also attractive to the buyer who can then talk about it to the consumer?
Sincerely speaking, the initiative that we have taken through water saving doesn't have any extra cost. Rather, for your sustainability initiative, it is a money saving center, cost saving center.
Correct.
Because say for an example, for 1 kilo of fabric processing, if somebody is consuming 100 liters of water, you need to pay the price for 100 liters of water. For all the basic chemical, which is transmitting the process while you are dyeing the fabric, has got some cost. Like if you are using more water, then you will have to use more auxiliaries. If you are using more water, then you will have to use more salts, more chemicals. Where if you can reduce water, you are rather saving money on chemicals, you are rather saving money on water, you are rather saving money on energies as well. Because you are consuming less water means you are consuming less electricity. You are consuming less heat. So these savings can be a tool for your further sustainability. So if you want to make business economically viable, then this can be a great tools. Like as I have mentioned earlier, that we have looked into all the 3 pillars of sustainability. It is environmentally friendly, it is ecological, and it is economically viable. So this initiative is basically a very win-win situation for every single company. And I can tell you here in Bangladesh, there are a couple of companies who have started taking technology from us. They are using the similar kind of technology at their factory, and still they're, they are doing well. They're getting the benefit out of this initiative.
Yeah, very good. I think we're coming towards the end of our session. Rahel, if you can jump in if you have any questions from the audience, or we can try to answer before time runs out for us today.
Okay, well, we still have 5 minutes for maybe the audience to ask questions. Let me already start because I have one. So I listened and I was really impressed with what you did with your company. I mean, on the one hand, the business remains good, you still need to make money, but you managed to combine this with sustainability and save water. So just a general question, how do you compare yourself to other companies in Bangladesh when it comes to sustainability? You mentioned others have started copying what you do, which I think is a great thing. Everybody should do the same thing. So how do you see yourself in comparison?
I mean, actually, to be very honest with you, with the achievement that we have right at this moment for light colors, which is around 15 liters of water, we are not only Bangladesh, we're not only leader in the Bangladesh market, probably we are the least water consuming factory in the entire world at this moment, as far as exhaust wet processing is concerned. I mean, like fabric can be dyed in exhaust method, fabric can be dyed in a, a continuous process, but in the exhaust method, we set the benchmark for the entire world, and every company in this world can come and take our technology, and it's a open process. We haven't kept anything within ourselves. If somebody go to Google, if they type managing dye house towards zero, they will find our story. And if somebody is asking any question, we are helping them. So this is a benchmark for the entire world, not only for Bangladesh.
That's really good to hear. Are any brands out there, your customers, do they come to you and ask for maybe numbers of water savings so they can use it for their own sustainability reports? Does that happen?
I mean, actually, there is a French customer called Kiabi. We have shared the entire information with them, and with their support and with the support from Textile Today and Harrison Manook here in Bangladesh, we have taken, there was a session where we have explained everything. We trained some of the dye house manager in our dye house. That's one area. And Kiabi has requested us. We have shared all the information with them. They're sharing the information with their other vendors everywhere in this world. So,
very good. That's a good thing.
Kiabi is a French retailer.
Okay. So I have another question. I mean, masks are an everyday item now in the whole world. Yeah. But I have to say, in Switzerland, for example, I live in Switzerland. Yeah. Here, I did not see many masks. The ones you mentioned, the biodegradable. Yeah. I would love such masks actually. Do you sell those in the European Union or in Europe, in America? If not, then you should start.
Actually, we have exported mask to USA as well as to the Australian market, especially New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there are lots of other masks which are going to many different places as mask shield, which are basically fabric mask. If you want, we can send mask to Switzerland for you for your office. You just let us know.
I will mention it. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you very much. So we have now reached the end of our session today. Really, thank you very much for coming and sharing your knowledge and your initiatives with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hasib. Thank you so much
for having us.
No problem.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
You too.
Right.